Hey friends, how are you doing today? My name is Kirsten, and I'm a holistic health coach, personal trainer, and an inner healing practitioner. I'm also a running coach and certified in plant-based nutrition and corrective exercises. But my main passion and reason I'm here is wholeness. Body, soul, spirit. When you see that integrated in your whole life, you start to see freedom. And that's why I launched out on the journey of whole life freedom, because I really believe that it's possible for you, it's possible for me, and it's my joy to share all that I've learned along the journey. So today I just want to introduce myself. Who am I and what brought me here today? And what can you expect from whole life freedom? What can you expect from all of this? So I can't share all of my journey or we'd be here for a really long time. But in short, in my past and in my history, I've been diagnosed with ADD. I had depression several times over, lots of trauma that I had to work through and deal with, a lot of negative beliefs and mindsets and struggles. I've experienced trauma having to be released out of my body. I've had, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in college and had to take a semester off. The more recent experience was about 10 years ago, and I had to quit everything. Nobody really knew how to diagnose what happened. My brain stopped, my body stopped, and I had to really relearn how to do life, engage with doing the dishes and sorting mail and picking out what clothes I wanted. It was very, very challenging, and most doctors just really didn't know what to do. They were very just at a loss. And so, through that experience, though, I had something rise up in me because I saw myself healed from depression, from ADD, from many injuries and different things, fibromyalgia, again, all of that. And I knew that if given the right environment, our bodies are designed to heal. God made our bodies very incredibly, and it's amazing. And we're made actually to heal and to thrive. And if our bodies aren't thriving, there's just something happening. And so when nobody knew what was happening, I set out on my own journey, started reading books, reading journals, scientific articles, testimonies after testimony, looking into what can be done. And with the limited brain power and energy that I had, which was very, very limited, sometimes I had only an hour in a day. And sometimes that hour would take me out for another week. So it was not a very quick process to begin with. But it was so worth the journey. And in that time, I would literally use my body as its own experiment, as its own place to try things out, try everything I learned. And the world became kind of a place of experiment. And all that to say, I can't say that, oh, it's this diet or way of living or this way of doing things, but it's really an experience of learning to listen to yourself, learning what does nourish your body, what does nourish your soul, what does nourish your spirit, and how to allow them to work together to become a whole person. So come through all of that, fast forward, and I had hit a point where I'd read hundreds of books and literature and journals and taken a bunch of classes and tried everything, and my body was getting better and stronger and better. Started running, started learning even more about the body than I ever had before, learning about the soul and the mind, neuroplasticity, about the spirit and how we're made and designed to operate. And now I feel more energetic than I ever have. I have so much life that I love to live, and I love walking with people in their journey and learning from each other. It's a give and take. It's never just one-sided. But one thing I've really learned is I love when I get to receive something to give it away. And I want to help as many people as possible. When I first started on my healing journey, when I really first started, the internet wasn't really that big of a thing. We still went to the library, we still read encyclopedias, and there wasn't a whole lot out there. And of course, over time, more and more books have been released, and the internet is wild. But you still have to learn how to sort through all of it. And I longed for someone to show me the way. And along the way, there were a few people, but it was quite a journey. And so here I'd like to walk with you, share with you tips and tricks that I've learned. I'd like to share testimonies of other people that have been healed and seen a lot of freedom in their life. I'd like to share hope. And hope really is the foundation of all of it. Without hope, we can't really keep going. And, that's hope is what got me up each and every day when I felt horrible, when you don't feel like getting out of bed, or when you don't have the strength to do something, when you get frozen or stuck, or really any of it. Hope is really the foundation that keeps us moving forward, realizing that there is always hope, no matter what you've been through, no matter where you've been, what you've gone through. There is life and freedom ahead for you. And so I'm excited to be here on this journey. I'd love to get to know your story, and I'll be sharing a lot more of mine as we go along. And so thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Let me know how you're doing and how I can walk with you in your journey, and be blessed.